Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5 on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here. Some of our top headlines for today: a Richmond man is back behind bars after stealing 2 cars in just a week, and we'll recognize the Educator of the Month. Plus, local postal workers rally in Richmond. We've got the details on that. We're going to take a look at the weather with Sam, and of course, we'll have your sports report with Michael Watkins. That is all coming up here today, Live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, after being arrested for stealing a vehicle just a week ago, a Richmond man is under arrest again for a similar auto theft. Police say 40-year-old Robert Kitchens allegedly stole another vehicle last Thursday from the Main Street Gulf gas station. The victim said her Ford Fusion with a temporary tag was stolen from the parking lot. When police arrived in the area, they spotted the vehicle and attempted to make a stop. That's when they state Kitchens fled, reaching around 65 miles per hour in a 45-mile-per-hour zone. After a short chase through the intersection of Derby Chase and Lexington Road, police say Kitchens finally stopped where he was and placed under arrest. Police say Kitchens admitted he was drunk and stole the car in an attempt to go to Colorado. Kitchens had been released from jail only 6 hours prior to this incident for the other theft charge regarding a stolen pickup truck last week from the East Main Marathon station. We'll have more details on that story as they become available. Well, it's time to recognize the October winner of the WBON TV and Forked Bank Educator of the Month. This month's winner is Boonesborough Elementary school teacher Kimberly Hensley. Mrs. Hensley was nominated by parent Lauren Ludholtz. Her nomination stated, "My son has Mrs. Hensley in kindergarten. Sending your little one to kindergarten can be scary enough as a parent, much less doing it in the year of COVID and mask and partial classes. My son is now in 4th grade at Boonesborough, and Mrs. Hensley still checks in on him all the time to make sure he's succeeding at school and in his favorite extracurricular activities." Once again, congratulations to Kim Hensley of Boonesborough Elementary for being the October Forked Bank Educator of the Month. She's truly a gem in education for shaping young minds with care and passion. Congratulations. Well, if you've been noticing slower mail delivery times over the past few weeks, you're not alone, or a few years even. Earlier this afternoon, members of the Kentucky Postal Workers Union held a rally to raise public awareness of the decisions being made at a national level of the United States Postal Service. WBON TV spoke with State Treasurer of the KPWU about proposed changes that could affect mail delivery in Madison County even further. With that story, here's WBON TV's Gage Hill.
On Tuesday afternoon, postal workers who are members of the American Postal Workers Union rallied in front of the postal facilities across the country to raise awareness about what they are calling substandard performance from the United States Postal Service. Rallies were planned in 90 cities, including Atlanta, New York, Seattle, and even Honolulu. Another one of those cities was Richmond, Kentucky. Beginning at 2 p.m., local members of the APWU and community allies rallied in front of the North Madison Avenue Postal Office, including Clyde Trent. Trent is the state secretary-treasurer for the Kentucky Postal Workers Union, and he tells WBON that the rally is about calling for more transparency in decisions made at the federal level.
As most people know, a lot of the mail system right now is a lot slower than what they're used to, a lot slower than what we like it to be. Decisions that are being made at the national level by our management at national level and by the Postal Board of Governors. And we want them to be more transparent in it. We want them to start letting the public have more of a say-so in what goes on in their post office. It's their constitutional right. It's in Article 1 of the Constitution. They should have a say-so in it.
Earlier this year, the United States Postal Service proposed changes with the intention of saving around $3 billion a year in operations costs. These changes are expected to be filed with the USPS's Regulatory Commission, while the Postal Service is already in the middle of a 10-year plan to increase profits. This comes after the USPS announced more than $87 billion in losses from 2007 to 2020. However, part of these cost-saving measures could potentially see some increases in long-distance and rural mail delivery times. Trent says that Madison County would be one of those areas affected by proposed changes.
There are some more plans coming out in 2025 if they are implemented. It will even slow the mail down even more. And if that does happen, that's one of the reasons we want the public to know what's going on and to be more vocal in the mail system, because we don't want to see it slower anymore. We think everybody, whether you live in rural Kentucky or if you live in Chicago, Illinois, should have the same type of service wherever you live at. It is a constitutional right for all of America, not just for big cities.
In 2024, the number of packages processed and delivered by the USPS is said to have risen to more than 8.5 billion annually. That's 23.5 million packages per day. Trent says that, coupled with a decrease in staffing nationwide, is leading to dissatisfied customers.
The staffing, just in clerks alone, we've decreased, I believe the number is around 200,000 clerks in the last 10 years. But yet our packages have increased tenfold during that same time frame. So we'd like to get some staffing back so that we can be more expedient in the delivery of the mail.
Trent adds that while he hopes to see a positive engagement from National Postal Service officials, he has plans to continue raising public awareness regarding their decision-making process. Reporting for WBON Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage. Very interesting story there, something to keep in mind. Well, last Sunday, Richmond police placed the owner of the Merrick Drive Shell gas station under arrest and charged him with sexual abuse in the first degree and kidnapping of an adult. The arrest stemmed from an incident in the very early hours of Sunday morning around 3:30 a.m. That's when a woman said the owner of the station, identified as 29-year-old P. Rajan, told her that the women's restroom was closed for maintenance and to use the men's restroom. The woman stated in less than a minute she heard the sink running in the men's restroom and came out to find the man in the restroom. The woman stated the man put her in a bear hug and blocked her path to the exit. The woman told police she told the man no, and as she pushed away to leave, he made further sexual advances towards her. The woman then fled to the Speedway station, where workers reportedly described the woman as crying, terrified and upset, and that's where she called police. Rajan, through an interpreter, has maintained his innocence in the matter. However, police say video surveillance showed a different story. Rajan was arrested and taken to the Madison County Detention Center for booking. A former Madison County school custodian, Larry Wilson, has been charged with inappropriate contact with a 13-year-old girl. The incident is alleged to have occurred in March while Wilson was employed as a janitor at the Fairstown Middle School. According to police, the 13-year-old girl visited Wilson's office at the school where that inappropriate contact took place. Wilson retired from the Madison County school systems at the end of the last school year. That incident remains under investigation by local authorities. Of course, we'll have more for you as that information is released. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Still a little dreary out there today. I think we might finally get to see some sunshine tomorrow. We've got Sam in the Weather Center with a complete look at the forecast. That is coming up next.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in.
We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow!
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Hey everyone, Jeremy here with the Red Poppy. We're not your typical small business. We're a full floral and gift boutique, plus serve coffee and refreshers, and we have several food options as well. Stop by our convenient drive-thru on your way to work or let us deliver. Like us on Facebook and join us live at 5 each Friday where we give away great gifts. So far this year, we've given away a trip to Vegas, a trip for 4 to Disney World, and lots more. Come see us anytime and take advantage of our full menu at the Red Poppy, 5006 Atwood Drive, Suite 1 in Richmond.
Welcome back to Live at 5. I'm personally a little tired of all this rain out there. Looking forward to some sunny skies. We got Sam in the Weather Center going to let us know when that sun is coming back out. Here's Sam.
Hi, thanks Gretelyn, and welcome everyone. As we look ahead into our Wednesday, on our first day of October here, first of all, we've got still some lingering cloud cover. And this is still associated with that upper low, which Helene was wrapped into. And we start out with some morning fog. Now, showers, anything we've seen around here is wrapping up as we head through the later part of the evening. We'll have some lingering clouds and fog through the overnight, real patchy in nature, doesn't look as dense. And then the sun returns for our Wednesday, our October 2nd, with low humidity ushering in. So we have a frontal boundary basically right over us, and it's moving to the east. High pressure building in behind that. A beautiful stretch of weather. Again, lower humidity or dew point temperature is how we measure that. See some of the clouds and fog at times through the overnight. And again, plenty of sunshine through the day. So this is Thursday morning. We kind of see some of that lingering. So into the day Wednesday, a little sunshine working its way in. Overnight temperatures here, first of all, will drop down into the mid to upper 50s. A little bit cooler start on our Wednesday. And Wednesday highs close to 70 degrees with slowly departing clouds and those showers off to the east. Also departing, our dew point temperature falling into the 50s. A little bump on Friday may give us a couple drips out here. But the probably biggest impact with the passage of this cold front, not only is it kicking everything out of here, allowing some sunshine, but this brief drop in temps. 69 for a high here Wednesday, and then we're down to 48. That's going to be a little chilly on our starting morning on Thursday. Be aware, you'll want a coat. 48 degrees. Then we're up to 75. High pressure sliding to the east. Southerly return flow kicks in, bringing us a couple drips out here. Not expecting much at all on Friday, if anything at all. And so if you have plans, football, what have you, it should be fantastic for the evening. It all clears out anyhow through the rest of the weekend.
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, early last week, Richmond officers arrested a woman following a burglary. According to the arrest citation, police were dispatched on September 22nd around 5:40 a.m. in response to a complaint at an apartment on West Water Street. At the scene, the apartment's resident said that a woman, Courtney McGrill, was still inside in a bathroom. Police then yelled to McGrill, requesting she come outside. McGrill exited the residence, reportedly carrying a cranberry surge White Claw, and was placed under arrest. She, according to the citation, informed police that the complaint led her inside to stay, wanted her to leave, and then wanted her to stay. According to the complaint, McGrill was waiting outside the apartment when he came home earlier and told her she could not stay. Later, thinking she had left, he heard banging on his door and saw her using a grill cover to his security camera. After unlocking the door, McGrill reportedly barged inside, landing on a bed. She then grabbed a White Claw and locked herself in the bathroom. An investigation was conducted. Police found the damaged camera and obtained the surveillance footage. McGrill was charged with second-degree burglary, and second-degree criminal mischief. She's lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. Well, Letcher County has a new sheriff. Billy Jones was officially sworn in by Letcher County Judge Executive Terry Adams and is now serving as the sheriff as of today. This comes as former Sheriff Mickey Steins appeared in Morgan County District Court for a preliminary hearing. During the hearing, testimony was given and video evidence was presented, including 15 seconds of surveillance footage from District Judge Kevin Mullins' office. Authorities say Steins and Judge Mullins had eaten lunch together before the shooting. According to the Kentucky State Police investigator Clayton Stanford, 4 witnesses were in Mullins' chambers before Steins entered. Steins reportedly asked to see Mullins' phone, made a call on both phones, and then shot the judge. Steins has pleaded not guilty to the murder and was arraigned in September via Zoom in Carter County District Court. That is an ongoing story that, of course, we're going to keep you up to date with here on WBON TV Channel 9. Well, Lexington police have arrested a man accused of burglarizing the Giuseppe's restaurant on Old Nicholasville Road in Lexington. Paul Masters faces a burglary charge after allegedly forcing his way into the restaurant in July. Surveillance footage captured Masters entering the restaurant through the roof and stealing a safe containing nearly $7,000. Masters was arrested on September the 20th in Fayette County on unrelated charges. During the arrest, officers compared the footage from their body cameras to the surveillance video from Giuseppe's. They noticed that Masters was wearing the same shoes as the suspect in the burglary. Additionally, police recognized Masters from a previous case they had investigated, further connecting him to that burglary. Masters is scheduled to appear in court on Friday. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Coming back, Michael Watkins has big golf news coming up right next on the Sports Report.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And Gus and Petey.
From Hicks and Punson, Kentucky lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nydad again.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
CT Diesel Performance is now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive off Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff have moved to help better serve their customers to a bigger and better location and are here to still offer you the best in getting your vehicle to its peak performance. At CT Diesel Performance, they service all your automotive needs. No job is too big or too small. Like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to learn more about CT Diesel Performance. Now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
It's in the air. All the sights, the sounds. all the excitement
Makes the catch!
of high school sports is coming. High school sports coverage like none other.
Welcome back to Live at 5. The Madison Central girls golf team just wrapped up an impressive victory in round 2 of the state golf tournament and will now advance to Bowling Green next week. The ladies defended LCA by 13 strokes to earn the win today and last night on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Coach Orr and 2 of the leaders of the team joined Michael and Samantha to recap their win from last week in the region championship at Arlington.
Well, it was our first win in 2 years because last year we got nipped out and didn't get to move on.
Yeah.
But we played even better than last year's score, and the girls performed really well. Molly and Mackenzie having great scores and everything helped get us through that, motion where we can pull it out. Because when you shoot good scores and it's still only win by 1, that was
Yeah.
but a great golf course. Of course, we had to take 2 days to play it.
That's what I was going to ask.
And we had a 2.5, 3 hour delay to start things off. Then we went into a shotgun situation, and then they pulled us off, I guess cautiously.
Yeah, just
in case of, and called it, and we went back the next morning and finished it off.
So as a coach, how do you keep the girls engaged and prepared for moments like that? Because it's, you got to think, you're going out there and playing, then you're coming off, then you're going back and coming, and then you go the next day. So how do you keep them prepared for something like that? Because it doesn't matter what you do, it's not your normal routine out there on the course.
Well, it's definitely not your normal routine, even though we tried to warm up the same way. Molly over here is superstitious, so she does everything the same. And but if you play golf, that's one of the things you have to train yourself to be ready to do something like that. So it's not me, it's the girls have to be ready to do it. And luckily, we're able to pull it off.
Yeah, when you've got 2 veterans, too. I mean, these girls have been a part of the program for a long time. They've seen what it takes to win. They've been a part of some big wins for you. So that obviously helps, Samantha.
What I want to know is you go home, you got all night to think about it. How do you mentally prepare yourself? I mean, you got it. Did you sleep?
No.
No.
I didn't sleep.
That would be difficult, I think, to it's coming, and then you're like, okay, we had it. I got to go back and do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
So how do you do it?
Were we tied after the first day?
No, we were down.
You were down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. You can see how much I knew from the first day. I mean,
I personally don't sleep at all. So with us getting ready to play tomorrow, I won't sleep much tonight because of just anticipation of being ready to go.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, I wrote down that you were 2 shots down to LCA.
Okay, but then they came back. Mackenzie, did you sleep any?
I slept a little bit. I mean, I took some melatonin.
I was going to say that, yeah.
I just tried
to
I just tried to calm down before, but I slept a little bit. I mean, not a lot.
Your mind's racing so much.
Yeah.
Right. Because you're thinking about, what did I do today? How can I improve tomorrow?
And it's not like you're just going to go back and start your routine over. I mean, first tee. No, you're playing 5 holes. Yeah. I mean, her sister played 2. Yeah. I played 5. You played 4 or something like that. Like, we were all over the place, it felt like. I don't know.
You don't have the same rhythm coming back. I mean, you can warm up the same way, but each day your biorhythms or whatever you want to call it is a little bit different.
Yeah.
So
well, I think the last time you were here, you talked about you don't check the scores. You just focus on you. But after a day like that, where you've got 12 hours or so to think about it, did you look at the scores then, and then did you try to do some calculating of what you needed to do?
I mean, like she said, you have your rhythm. And I started out, I was 2 over after 7 holes, I think. And then I was like, okay, we got to get it together. So I kind of tried to get into a rhythm, and I was good after 13. And then they called it, and I was killed because I just wanted to finish.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, all I had to do when I went in is look at the leaderboard and see what we were doing. So I had to look at it. And so then I was leading, and that made me more anxious to get back out. And then, I mean, my dad didn't watch the first day because he had to work, and sometimes I just tell him, like, if I'm playing good, just show up late, just act like, just walk in there smooth, don't do anything. And
Had
he
to
wanted
stay over to the side.
And he wanted to talk about it, and I was like, nope, not until it's
Well, that's
finished.
what happened.
We're not
Randy
doing
hit
that.
Randy hit the B-dubs button to get the rain to come in so he could come over and watch the next day. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Oh, did you look at the scores at all, or did you just kind of stay focused on what you were doing?
I mean, I really tried not to, but I knew kind of like whenever they called it, I knew some of the girls were going to come up and ask how I did or whatever. So I knew where I was at, but I tried not to focus on it. And I mean, I was anxious to get back out there, but I knew that I'm just going to have to try the best I can. I can't really worry about like the score or what's going to happen if I do this and all that. But
that's the hardest thing, is to block that out and try to get back into some type of zone as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Yes. And so that takes training.
Yeah.
And experience.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
Just when you thought it was safe to change the channel, WBON's Terror Vision returns. Haunted houses, sinister scientists, and voodoo villains are all lurking on Channel 9 in October. Every Thursday night from 7 to 10 p.m., a bone-chilling double feature waits for you. Terror Vision, it's a scary good show.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Welcome back to Live at 5. We've made it to October. I think we can officially start talking about Halloween and the Halloween hoedown that is coming up. We're going to save the date. That's going to be Thursday, October the 24th this year from 6 to 8. And of course, it's going to be at Lake Reba Park. They are looking for community booths to set up if you would like to do that. The deadline for that is October the 11th. But in the meantime, mark your calendar. It's going to be a good time at this year's Halloween hoedown. Thanks for joining us today. Have a wonderful afternoon. I'll see you back here tomorrow, Live at 5.